saw the world from the other side, but it's alright.
Good.
Okay.
Nice try.
Yeah, nice try, right.
Yeah.
So what have you got for me today?
Okay, so yeah, well, there's been a lot going on as the units have arrived now, and so some of it helped me to see programs that I've had put in me, and some of which, thanks to you, Chief, thank you, I'm getting through, and others I still need to stop running, but yeah, we'll talk about your chin too. So we could see that with the units, it's a lot of worry, and I did also tell him that I want him to stop because he's trying to program Marley into worrying and being scared of things. So he's always saying, you should be scared of that. Oh, don't, oh. And it's like, and she says, no. They keep touching. They want to touch. So as they touch, I'm just the whole time, I'm like, contain. And I can feel, particularly with the unit, that the hands move up and down because she realizes she's not getting, and they're trying in other angles to get it. But what happened, the thing with Marley was, all of a sudden, unit was like, come here, I have, there was an air around of, I have bad news, like this, and you will take my hand and I will lead you to what I need to show you. And I just moved my hand away. I'm trying to do it like subtly to stop a drama thing. So as she tries to I move away and I just look like I'm not looking and contain. And then they were touching on her chin. And she does have a lump here. And so a scratch and
That's what's in there. We're purging what's in there already.
And I could hear a voice, thank you, Chief, saying cancer, trying to make me, though those words never came out of their mouths. Oh, you've got to keep an eye on her. Oh, this could, and I just went, they said, don't worry. And then it was, I hope I haven't made you worry. I hope I'm not making you stress. And I just went, no worries, all good. I'm all good. And I thought about saying, all I have to do is speak with Chief, but then I thought that could cause the thing. So I just went, no worries, we're all good. And we didn't talk about it. But then the next day, I'm not sure what exactly, whether what's happened. They're both falling apart. The unit went white and yellow and was vomiting and fainted, banged her head, passed out. And then the unit was vomiting, same discolor on the face and lots of diarrhea. And he was messaging me, trying to get me. And I just went, well, what do you want me to do? And I didn't go to them. I stayed at home, and I just messaged him in the end and went, stop worrying. You're just adding to everything. And I just went, just rest, stay in bed, stay away. And, we've got a lot to do right now because we're moving house. So Marley said that a witch, wasn't that right, Pickle? Was it?
A witch from the net scratched me on my chin, and I have a bump on my chin.
You can see because even if you turn to the side, you can actually see the bump under her chin.
Yeah, it's got several, it's got entities and connections externally.
Yeah, I'll be working on that, pulling that out during this session. Well, I mean, you get a chance to see what your background has been. That's quite intense, that amount of worry and everything. As far as like what's going on with the house, I'm not really surprised at this point. But with Marley, she was the ghost of the man Peter. Any more interaction from him?
Okay. The Peter, yes. Are you still getting interaction with Peter?
Peter's interacting with my mum. He's still talking with
He's talking with me.
No, but yes, he's still talking with you, but you don't hear him.
I don't hear him.
No.
Okay.
But I hear him, so I don't say anything, and then he comes over to me and I talk, and he talks to me and I don't listen.
Okay. What does he say?
He always say to me, "Can Chief help me get out of this monk statue?"
I feel a presence of him when I'm in the house following me around sometimes, but the house now feels a lot heavier because the units are there. Before they were there, a bit, but not as much. But now, it's a walking into a space that they're staying in. Yeah, she says he's going in and out of the monk unit.
And he don't come out that dark. He don't really come out because he's running the program of Scared and Ghost.
Okay. She says someone trapped him.
Or monk.
Yeah, I got that. Whatever. I think he probably made someone angry.
Yeah, I was gonna say piss someone off.
He said he had cancer and he had to go back to America for it, and he said this was his third time.
Yeah, it's interesting. We can go on with what you want to tell me, and at a certain point, I'm just going to have Ms. A get on the table, and we'll just do a little work, and really get into what's really going on, right now around everyone. But I have a sense of what's going on, but I think it's just better for you to see the muscle testing, of course.
Okay.
It's a lot more effective with those who are observing how the answers come about. So it's interesting that it sounds like Peter is almost harassing Marley a little bit. So.
Yes, he wants help. He keeps up. And the first time I went I went to the house to see his wife when we were discussing the house, I felt him stood next to her. And I could feel this, like, I need to be out. I want to be out. But I sense him around, but I don't see him or hear him, apart from that one time when I thought I did with the video, where I felt he was there and I videoed going, "You there?" I think he was stood right there for me. But yeah, he's definitely saying to Marley, talk to Chief. Yeah.
He's more tiny now. He's getting tiny.
Is he?
He's getting like this much, but now he's just growing up more. Like, I think so he's like,
Changing size.
Oh, he's changing his size.
Yeah, and sometimes he's just a head, apparently.
all tiny, the whole body.
Oh, is he? Rainbow has pulled Marley away quite strongly from the unit a couple of times at the house. And one time she actually pushed Marley away quickly. And then the unit said, "What happened there?" And she went, "Oh, my friend Rainbow, she's invisible. You can't see her. She pushed me away." He was like, "Okay," because obviously he did. Like, understand. Yes. Yeah.
I didn't hear what Marley was saying there.
What did you say, darling?
Oh.
Yeah. I guess he's whispering to you, so.
One time something pushed me over on the floor, and then, you know what the unit did to me?
No.
You remember what I said to you?
No, I don't. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, she tried to blow on Marley to be like, there's a pain thing too. "Oh, you hurt yourself. Let me help you," on her. So I said, what do you do when she blows on you? Which then made me remember a unit used to come over to me, and I hated it, and she knew, and she did it. She'd come over and she'd suck my nose with her mouth.
Oh.
Yep. And then she'd stick her finger in her mouth and then stick it in my ear, and I hate it. She'd just come over to me and go, "Nyeh," and it would make me retch and gag, and she'd just laugh. It was horrible.
Okay. Wow. So when she blew on Marley, was it like where she figured like she hurt herself, or she just randomly?
Blood was not coming out. The skin was peeling off.
Grazed herself where she fell over.
So she blew the graze on that area?
Look, that one.
Yes, great. Yes, so she blows where she grazes herself, or if she falls over in a couple of bumps and scratches, then she's blowing on it. They're also trying to introduce bless you again, and so we said we're going to do that.
That was what I was gonna say. One time I said I was saying bless you, but I didn't say bless you.
There's
lies.
there's lies. They tried to tell me lies about what Marley said, but I know it's not true.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, clearly under the control of something else, which I would say that's probably the case all their lives. But when it gets to the point where they're just starting to fabricate, which is not unusual. I've run into this before, where they're one with the things that that control them, and it just seems weird. They just start to fabricate things, and you just wonder what the heck is going on. Or also, why are you so focused on yourself? Why are you so focused on me?
Yes. Yes.
You guys have a life, don't you? Does the unit put up with that stuff?
She does, and things of her have changed recently.
One time I said go away, and I didn't mean to say go away, and then her just got all triggered, and I was like.
She did. Marley told her to go away once, and that caused a big explosion there. That was months ago, and we had to sort that. Since units have arrived here and the unit's back in the UK, she's been sick the whole time. But she wants unit back. She's very much about, I'm miss you, where are you? And they're trying to add that program on with me, and the unit said to me, Marley's very loving. She was going very loving like that, and I was going, she's trying to say this to me because I don't want to sit and snuggle up and cuddle. I don't want to sit and hold hands. I've never really been like that, but for me in particular, has always spent a lot of this avatar life telling me I'm the only person that gets her. I'm the only person that understands her. I'm the only person she can talk to. We're so similar. And this is another reason why I live in another country, because I had to create physical space to.
Well, it's a way of manipulation. It's manipulation, literally. It's just plain and simple. And it's just really interesting, and having dealt with a lot of people in the work I'm doing. There are so similar stories having to do primarily with women in their units, who will do these types of things. Will just like she pestering, being like a prankster, which is beyond being a prankster. It's just being weird. But there's all these, there's so many. Ms. A can just attest to that with these clients.
Well, actually, that's reminded me now, Chief. She sent me a voice note the other day saying that she heard there was a vibration and loud ringing sound coming from the cupboard in her room, and when she stood near it, the sound was very extreme, and when she moved away, it went down. And then she walked down the stairs and she felt it following, and she was messaging me because before, when you taught me not where I was making some mistakes. So she said to me, I'm containing it. And I said, your containment won't do anything. Remember, unless Chief gives you the tools. I said to her, I made a mistake. I said, unless Chief gives you the tools, it's not going to work. And she went, I think it's the unit, and I've Googled this online, and I've Googled that online, and I think it's this. And I just sent a voice note going, I am not Chief. There's nothing I can do about this, but stop paying attention to Google. And then she just sent like a heart sticker afterwards and didn't talk to me. But then she had something come up in her neck, and the unit video called her while Marley was around, and the unit was like goading Marley, going, go on then, do something about it. Go on then, contain it. Go on, do something about it. So Marley went, so Marley was containing her, and because I went, remember, no one's Chief. And then I was saying, unit, your containment isn't going to work because Chief hasn't given you the tools.
I said that to her already, and her said yes, and then her just saying to me, I keep containing. I'm just in my head like, I just said to you already, your containment's not working.
They were like ignoring her, and then unit tried to come after to me going, oh, we spoke to unit and Marley did this, and I said Marley was correct with what she said, and I was like, okay, well done, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because I think we initially were telling them about work that you're, is doing on you, that it probably just, I think it kind of like came off as you're just being weird or something like that. But it's kind of funny how folks get really desperate when their butt's in a sling. Then all of a sudden, can you contain? Can you contain?
Yeah.
This is the reason why I just reserve it for those I give permission to use it to, because these folks are not sincere people, and I have no desire to share my hard work with people who are not sincere, and they don't have the proper respect for me. But there's this weird little, I hate to say, colonialist kind of mindset that, all others are supposed to give to them for nothing.
Yeah.
So, yes, as I've clarified with yourself and other clients, if I don't feel like they're sincere people, I am not giving them anything. I will not have sessions with such people, and they're on their own.
Yes. Yes, Chief.
Yeah, I control what I give out because it's of my energy. So if you guys are sincere, you get the fruits of my efforts. They're not strangers.
No.
Yeah, because you don't know what people like that are using it for. Some take stuff and then they say, I'm going to make myself a star. I'm going to be, no, you don't use my tools like that. This has nothing to do with ego and greed and self-importance and all this other selfish stuff. But anyway, with that said, it's interesting and very good stuff, Marley. So.
Thank you. Yeah, we had a day of, we could tell it wasn't Marley, so we had a big chat about it one night, didn't we? We had a big chat about it, and she just stood there, Marley, listened to me, and then went and sat down, and I think you were sat there for like an hour and a half containing. She just was right in her zone containing, and then up the day after that, we had Marley again.
Okay, well, that's good. Very good. Yeah, and as you know, I did say they're bringing a little entourage with them. Jose, you can come in. We're going to go and let's see what I'm going to start with first. Either thing, I'm not sure.
It's interesting that he gets big and small. Sometimes he's like a head.
Yeah, I'm going to see if this individual is still Peter.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to protect this page before we get started. Yes, it's already. I think. There we go. Oh, tag. There we go. That's where the intensity of these particular issues that are coming up with clients is pretty similar. I mean, they're gung-ho, which tells you that there's something up. And what I'm doing is working, and it's going against whatever their density is, and really desperate. This is their usual intimidation march thing that they have. Guys, you're too weak, and that never worked on me anyway. So first I'm going to focus on Marley's chin. Yep, you're coming out of there, boy. The whole group of you.
Yeah, we swap places. Main forward, one mystery one.
You won't be a mystery for long.
Shut up!
Link.
So.
Okay, program.
Someone trying to bite? Let's see.
Ah!
Now that's a bite. You want to bite, bitch. Well. Yeah, I bet.
They're just running now.
You can't get away, stupid.
Someone's calling them. That's what this drumming sound is. Even though they run away, the drumming is somebody sitting there drumming.
No.
Oh, that's the one. He's got an ego.
Okay, anyone else want to play?
Ah!
Arrogant little morons. You'll never be able to beat me. Face it!
Yeah.
No one will ever care about your efforts, Mr. Hero. Yep, got another one. Fools like fools. They're like the military. They train them to be just tools for density. Just walk into the fire, then tell them that they're going to be heroes. Your world won't exist. Get it? Therefore, no one will know or give a crap about you and your efforts. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
One. Now, boys, that's called power. Iota of what I can do. You're already on your butts. Associates, good. Clean up this gravel. Back to the chin. Just making sure. With the unit, here's what we're going to do. Let's see.
Yep.
When I've shared with a few clients, we're going to look at the unit because I'm already seeing. We're going to look at the unit in your mind and say, show me the truth. And when you say, show me the truth, you're going to see what she really looks like.
Okay.
When her glamour comes down, you're going to see what she is.
Okay.
Okay? Now, you can do it now and let me know what you see.
Ah! It's like zombie witch. The space is, the skin is like bumpy and all falling apart. I see teeth, lots of teeth.
Yeah.
Very ring.
That's what controls her, and that's what she's become part of a long time ago.
Okay.
So even with the fingers, having like gnarly, knotty fingers, just with the scratching of the chin.
She kept saying, repeating, touch is so important. Touch is so important. That,
yeah.
Yeah,
And it's like a mantra, yeah. It's like a mantra, it actually does it like hypnosis. It's like you repeat it over and over and over again. And was she doing it to you, or she's doing it to Marley, or both of you?
Both of us. Both of us.
Yeah.
So Dang was they came to hug Dang the other day, and she was like, did a block, and they almost like changed their minds and moved away from her and decided not to, but they tried to touch her too. We move away as much as we can, but they're like, come here, you can't get away without a cuddle. and things like that.
Well, good. You're staying, true to to. Oh boy. Yeah. It's just thinking about what's going on right now with these folks and so-called members, really just laying siege on certain clients, and clients and students, I might as well call them, guys that are part of the the healing groups and the training sessions. So they mustered up a couple little ragtags to try to march again. Again?
Okay.
All right. Mentally ill. Is mentally ill. And they have no control over themselves. Yes, hello, watchers. We all contained and tagged. So, let me check. Let's go with something in the bump. I cleared the cut or the scratch.
Fuck!
Whoa. The possession comes from that. What I see when the scratch, the bump, and then it's like this. It's like black and veiny looking. Just starts to spread, and it's just trying to spread. And if it wasn't for the fact that you guys are containing, it'd probably be pretty jacked up by now. So.
But Chief,
Yes, Marley.
one time when Dan's friends came over to eat with us,
Which friend?
all the friends with Dan,
Mm-hmm.
I vomited in the night time.
Oh, you're purging.
I vomited. Yeah, I vomited.
Yes. So was it after you ate with them, or?
We ate a different place because we ate at Fleur, but we have another table, and then they wanted us to sit with them, and then
We didn't eat with them. We ate before, and she contained her food. But these are the people that she sees following Dang around a lot. Even now, she sees them following. So we put that containment on every day to contain those friend units.
So you said that these actual, folks that she knows, you said that they follow Dang around?
Yes, yes. They follow, Marley, she sees them following her around when they're not here.
Oh, just let's say in spirit form.
Goes down, the moon comes out, shadow things start moving about. Not so distant sounds appear, they're coming here to drink my fear. Ancient masters come about, I learn how darkness can be read. Numbers guide and faces known, come to me.